All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Winter Wolf here and King Z there. I'm going to pick up coverage of Percy Jackson in the Olympians season 2. Just dropped on Disney Plus earlier in the week. Surprise 2-episode drop. I don't remember them saying they were doing 2 episodes, but here we are.
I didn't see anything about 2 episodes either.
Right? And double surprise, these aren't like baby episodes. Like they're legit like 45 minutes, minus they still got the long credit thing to a degree, but I feel like it's tighter. There's like no intro that I've seen. Like I'm not skipping a whole lot of stuff except the recap, but there's no big credits over the front. And I wonder if that means they cut costs, developing this show for season 2. Like it seems like they knocked out some of the frills, but the cool ending stuff is still there though. Yeah, the after episode credits are still pretty lit and kind of reveal things that are happening and foreshadowing the future, which is kind of cool. But are you happy that Percy's back?
I did. I mean, I really enjoyed the first season, and if you want to see our take on the first season, you can go ahead and check our back catalog because all the episodes are reviewed by us. I had a really cool intro graphic made, so you can go cool. Take a look at that.
I might need to get that back. Just throwing that out there. That was pretty solid. This show, for me so far, right, it's suffering a little bit of Stranger Things syndrome. I feel like there was a big gap in time between season 1 and season 2 because Percy grown a little bit.
All of them grown a little bit.
For sure. And it's not 3 or 4 years later in between seasons. It's legit the next school year.
Yeah,
like it's just one summer away at camp.
We all had that 1 year where we had that growth spurt.
Yes, so. But the kids are back. Percy's back. Grover's back. Annabeth is back. Everybody at the camp is back. They got a new evil-looking headmaster, which I don't know if that's part of the book or if they had to throw that in there because the actor playing Chiron died in real life, not very recently, but last year. What's his name? The headmaster of the school there who played Chiron, the black guy. I can't remember the actor's name.
I didn't know he passed away. I know that the guy who played Zeus. No, he was Zeus.
Oh shoot! I do totally mix up the characters that he was playing. That's right. Lance Reddick played Chiron. That's right. But they definitely replaced him because when they actually made their Iris phone call to him later in episode 2, it was a different actor. They definitely replaced him. That's right. He played Zeus. Not Chiron.
No, that was Chiron, same actor. That was Chiron in the first season.
Shouldn't have been because that guy's dead.
No, the guy who played Zeus is dead.
Isn't that what I just said?
They didn't call Zeus. They called Chiron.
I know. I said that. Didn't I say that?
No.
Wait, what? Dude, they called Chiron.
Your age is showing.
Dude, is my age showing or is my focus showing? Because I swear they called that guy. Anyway.
They called Chiron, which is the horse.
Yeah, Centaur.
Yeah, Centaur.
Yeah.
Called him. That actor's alive.
Very much so. He was in the episode.
He died. First episode or the first season, he passed away.
Okay, never mind.
That's why it was very emotional when Zeus says, "I never want to see you again," and then he will never see him again.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. On the plus side, he won't be back for season 2 of Netflix's Resident Evil, though. He played Wesker in Resident Evil. Ouch! Not a good show. Anyway, so we're on Percy Jackson. All right, we're going to crunch these 2 episodes down into one airtight review. Whatever, man. Percy Jackson. It ain't Harry Potter. That's all I got to say. And I'm going to start there, actually, because we were talking about this pre-show. Right? I think this show in this season anyway, because I really enjoyed season 1. I don't know that I'm enjoying season 2. I feel like a lot of this is super surface level. The kids are trying their damnedest, but I feel like a bunch of them are uneven in a lot of places. Percy's pretty good. Grover seems like he's really trying to go full sell. The girl that plays Annabeth, though, she's got 2 speeds, like super stern and about to cry, and like nothing in between. I like Rafi, like my tagline there. Rafi's still funny. He's probably my favorite. Mr. D, he's probably my favorite part of the show. New Tantalus is discount Steve Buscemi is Hades, kind of in a vibe way. He's got some funny lines. Them 2 together are pretty funny. They got a pretty good vibe going a couple places. But give me some first impressions of you for these 2 episodes, and we'll talk the story in a minute.
So going in, I didn't know what to expect. You definitely do see the age jump, but I'm enjoying the story. I've always liked the book series. See, I got my book right here.
My
This
man.
is what the second season's based off of, is the second book, Sea of Monsters, which we see that when he figures out what those numbers mean.
Which everybody watching over the age of fucking, I don't know, 11 knew what those numbers were the minute that sequence came out.
I just started thinking of Lost and their numbers, which never.
All I
made
said
sense.
was dude, the minute he said 4 numbers and stopped the coordinates. You know, I'd forgotten it was Sea of Monsters, and I still thought coordinates.
I like seeing the fates with their one eye. That was pretty fun.
I like that.
Yeah.
They're funny.
But yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's going to take a little getting used to having the new guy there, but he has his own story. I love his curse. He can't eat or drink anything. He goes, "Oh, thank you for reminding me of my curse."
That I had momentarily forgotten about. That's what I mean. Like, he's got some quip to him, so it's kind of funny. I'll give him that.
But they're kind of like the let's call them the propaganda police, as everything's fine. Don't look at what's going on back over there. Just keep looking at me because everything's fine. Yeah. Until the second episode when,
Yeah. And then everything's not fine. And I think that's my problem right now is that episode 2, like I'm going to go into the show positive because I also enjoyed season 1. We had a great time reviewing that. We had a bunch of good commenters that came in and like pointed out certain things that were different from the book and the show, which we appreciate. So for you guys that maybe have read this series growing up, if you find inconsistencies or differences between the two, please let us know in the comments below. We love noting that kind of stuff because I have not read the series. I think it's been a hot minute since you've read it, so you might not be 100% like remembering every key detail. So yeah, please feel free to share that information, guys. Episode 1 was a nice little reintroduction. It's been a year at least since I've even thought about this show beyond knowing we're going to watch season 2. So the recap was helpful that they threw you at the first episode. Percy's the son of Poseidon. Annabeth is the daughter of, was it Athena?
Athena.
This is Athena. And Grover is Percy's satyr, demigod, best friend, buddy. That comes up in episode 1.
Don't know what a satyr is. It's a pan.
I think Mr. Tumnus from Chronicles of Narnia. He's a fawn technically, but close enough. So they get you right back into the swing of things. They add a new character really early on, Percy's half brother,
Tyson.
Tyson. The T name.
Yeah,
he's a Cyclops. He's trying to go to camp with them, but he's a monster, so they might not let him in. But he gets in.
Annabeth gives him permission to enter.
Right, and then Poseidon claims him as a son, which lets him stay there, which is cool.
Yep.
So that's episode 1. It's over pretty quickly. There's not a whole lot of anything really pops off. We see that they're hinting that there's some friction between Percy and Annabeth right away. Like she on her little summer vacation is going off to do mortal stuff, and he's just basically going to like college prep school, getting ready to go do things. But they're not okay when they get back together. So there's some friction there that I think is supposed to be the cornerstone problem of the season. We get more of that in episode 2 clearly when we get set up of who can go do what kind of things. But
it also is focusing on other campers in this as well. Like we see more of Athena's daughter. I forget her name.
I mean, Ares' daughter, Clarisse.
Ares' daughter.
The antagonist.
Clarisse.
That's Clarisse. She was in season 1.
But you did see that she's trying to change her spots as well. Like she's not as pricky as she was in the first one, but she still has that edge to her.
She's got some bite. I was going to say she hasn't lost her bite.
And that was a pun intended because her dad is played by Edge.
Oh, I was going to say and Speary.
No.
Okay, I see that there. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, her dad's played by Edge.
We didn't see him yet. He'll be back. He's not dead. Like he'll be back.
Yeah,
sure, I think
you can't kill a god.
They're promoting that other kid that ends up going on the quest with Clarisse later. Chris, I think was his name. He was like one of the chariot racers.
Mm-hmm. I think he's a son of Hermes as well.
Was he a Hermes kid? He might have been.
Yeah, because remember he was talking to him about his chariot and had the wings on it.
Oh, that's right. Yep, the wings on the side. Yep. So they're definitely building out the cast a little bit because the kid they lost in the first season, Luke or whatever his name was, the antagonist now.
Yeah, Lucas.
Like I looked him up on Wiki. He's just a recurring character in season 2. Like he's not like he won't
primary.
Be featured every.
That's how he was in season 1 as well.
They classified him different, like literally like in the character grid on this. So I'm guessing he's only going to make that maybe 1 or 2 appearances total.
Now they did do a movie on this one as well, and I know I got yelled at for tying it to the movie because how bad the movie was.
It was bad, dude.
But even I didn't really see Lucas you saw him at the beginning and then you saw him at the end. So that was pretty much it.
Okay. So, I mean, that's probably I bet that's what we get here. Shows up for the final throwdown or like the second to last. But episode 1 is a good retread. It's a good reset, I meant to say. It's a good reset. You get to see these kids in their elements doing what they're trying to do, setting up their little story, such as it is. The mission for this season is going to be the recovery of the Golden Fleece. It came to Percy in a dream. He didn't know what he was looking at until Lucas shows up. Is it Lucas or Luke? It's Luke, right? Lucas is Stranger Things. I'm mixing up the names.
No, they call, his full name is Lucas, but they call him Luke.
Oh, okay. All right. So I didn't mishear. Okay. He shows up, jabs a poison blade into the thalia tree that I guess this season, I don't know if it was said in the first season, is the source of the barrier that protects Camp Half-Blood. I don't remember that as a detail.
Yep,
maybe that's a known thing. Okay. But he breaches it, poisons it. It's degrading. We get a demon bird, monster bird attack on the shield at one point to test its limits in episode 1. And everybody knows this.
No, that's in episode 2.
They're testing the limits of 1 when they get to camp. They breach in episode 2.
It was
I'm pretty sure they were saying
that was both in episode 2. The test of the birds. Yep.
This is what happens when you watch them in the same day.
It was the cannibals that was.
Oh, that's right. The cannibals,
and one of them got through because it was still open to let Titus in.
To let him in, and then Clarisse just effing skewered him.
Yeah,
the hell of a throw. That's going to be their little mission there, is to get the fleece. They're going to use it to patch the tree. That's it. It seems pretty straightforward. They're going to try to overcomplicate it along the way with some of the interpersonal dynamics, which I think are the weak spot right now. I like the family drama stuff. I'm down with Percy reaching out to his dad in season 1 like he did. It comes up again in episode 2 here. Does the reach out to dad when Hermes shows up also in episode 2. We'll get there in a minute. He's talking about family and how you don't give up on them. Like, he's my son. But I don't know if he can be brought back. Doesn't matter. He's my son. Like, I like that. I like that vibe. Because we already know the gods don't like each other. They are kind of portrayed as assholes to each other.
And most of them don't even like their kids.
And most of them don't like their kids at all if they even acknowledge them.
Yeah.
You know what I
Because
mean?
remember, you have to think, like Ares, Hermes, they're all sons of Zeus.
Yep.
Poseidon is a brother of Zeus.
Yep.
Same with Hades is a brother as well. They divided the world between the 3 brothers. Everyone else is pretty much a son of Zeus. And then the humans that are the son of the gods are demigods, half human, half god. Famous one, Hercules, demigod.
Yep. Facts. When do we get him in this series? He needs to show up.
We don't. I don't think so. I don't think there is no Hercules.
Right there.
Like Hercules already happened because that's how they defeated the birds, is how Hercules defeated the same thing.
That's right. Which I wonder if in the book, if you could flip to like chapter 5, did they actually use a Mariah Carey CD? Is that actually how they did that? Because that would be wild.
That would be
if somebody wrote that into a book and published it. Like by name. It'd be like dropping the Star Wars theme to defeat a villain in one of our projects. That'd be dope. Message. Note. But the episode 1 was a decent lead into. I don't know if you had anything else you wanted to add to episode 1. It's basically just getting everybody back to camp.
It gets everyone back to camp. It kind of sets the stakes, and you see that they're against Percy Jackson. The one thing I did like about this is that it didn't redo episode 1 of season 1. Like, it's just not a rehash of the story. They
not a retread at all.
And it's like, it's its own story. Like season 1 was its own story. It's wrapped up. Now they're moving on. There's no tie-backs other than the friendships between that these people have built, which is how it should be. There shouldn't be lingering stuff from season 1 coming into season 2, because they are separate books.
Literally the only thing that follows is the through line for the series. What I'm guessing is that Kronos is the big threat. Luke has kind of fallen from grace from Camp Half-Blood and is now working for Kronos against his father.
And he has his own cronies now villain. Too.
Right, and he's got his own little group of cronies, which were only in the dream though. So maybe that's not real.
He's not in the dream. They hunted him in real life when he was out looking for Pan.
But I thought he was out looking. I thought that was the dream they had, and then they met up. I thought that was a dream sequence for both of them. I thought that was one of their shared.
No, that was not a shared dream
thing. I thought it was one of those. Okay. I'll take that as I didn't get it. Works for me. Though the cult of Luke is a good angle. He should have cronies. He should be amassing support. I mean, if he's House Slytherin, he can't do it by himself. He needs a couple of followers to ditch camp and go with. And it would make sense that other people would buy into whatever rhetoric he sold them. Not everybody in Camp Blood's happy with their parents. Most of those kids probably aren't.
I don't think it'd be like House Slytherin. I think it'd be more of the Death Eaters or Death Dealers.
Better comparison, better comp.
Yep.
It would start small and it would grow, and then eventually infect other people like House Slytherin to swell their ranks. That's a good starting point, I think. But yeah, no, that's the ball getting rolling there, and it dips into episode 2, and this is where things get a little wonky for me. We got some technical complaints on like a effect level. I thought a lot of what we saw in episode 2 looks sloppy. A lot of stuff with the chariots I thought looked sloppy to me. The birds, something just didn't work right. I don't know if it's a frame rate thing or if it's my eyes are going. I don't know.
I think it was weird. Too bright. I think if they would, if they would
shot in the day,
it was supposed to be shot in the day, but it was still bright. Like they didn't put a ND filter over it to try to just take some of the glare out, because it was kind of glary.
Yes, thank you. And I think that just did something for me optically when I was watching it, where I was like, no, I don't know, man. It just looks weird. I think the Cyclops kid's face, by the way, is also weird. Like the eye is centered wrong half the time, like above the bridge of the nose, which is like I'm telling you, off center.
I have not seen any inconsistency with it.
I'm gonna freeze frame him and send him, because I was like, I don't know, man. That doesn't seem right. It doesn't. I don't think there's a technical reason for it either. I think you nailed down the bird problem. I think you got that. I think you did.
But I think with the also with the chariots, it's hard to have another chariot race after Ben-Hur. I think every chariot race since then has not lived up to that par level. Gladiator did not live up to Ben-Hur.
The scene where the slave gladiators stood up to the fucking chariot riding, spear throwing, bow shooting a-holes.
Still was not, and plus that wasn't a chariot race.
Yeah, fair. That wasn't a race. That was a standoff. Okay. It still looked pretty badass. So that chick got cut in half.
So was Ben-Hur. It's exactly how you should do a chariot race.
Oh, maybe we got to get the guys at D+ to watch Ben-Hur. It's probably on Disney+. They probably have that over there. So what they're trying to set up, the chariot race is like the camp's big event. The winner gets a boon. Our hero club, our Scooby gang, whatever we're calling them on this show, is planning to use that boon to demand that the camp directors send them on a quest, because that's a rule they established in season 1. That the mythic quest must be handed down from these guys. If you just can't go do some shit on your own, you have to get that signed, sealed, and delivered. So the Scooby gang wants to win the race to get the boon to go do the thing. And the thing they want to do is go find the fleece to save the tree. And the camp directors are like, we'll probably be fine until we're not fine. And then all hell breaks loose. And I'm like,
during the race, and that's when the birds break through. Like you saw earlier as they're walking, like 3 birds hit it and died.
They were testing it. Yeah. They were testing it.
And they're saying that those were the monsters trying to get through and testing the borders. That was him and Annabeth having that conversation as they're walking through. Yep. I think their dialogue is a little stiff. They're trying too hard to hide stuff from each other in it. I think the director put them on a wrong path on that. I can see that, but I'm liking Percy and how he's trying to warm up to having that his brother is, he was just a Cyclops they brought in because he was in a homeless shelter, and they kind of like enrolled him in school, and him and Percy Percy was his best friend, not really Percy's.
It was very one-sided. Yeah, it's already seeming to shift a little bit though, because Percy's caught himself at the end of this episode being like, "That's my roommate."
Yeah.
Or whatever. Yeah. So he's catching.
I think he's trying to warm up to him being his brother.
Well, I mean, dude did save his ass at the end of this episode.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then he saved him with the breaking out the sword and
pretty sick. But my man Percy's been known to make the hero play. I got no problem with the character. Character's fine. I think you said there's something still about dialogue in several places here. And unfortunately, it's usually when Annabeth is involved. And I don't know her from anything else. She's young, so I don't know that she's probably been in a lot of things. Maybe she has. I don't know.
I think the other part is I went into it with too high of expectations. I didn't temper expectations going in, and I had to remember that it was an episode 1 and an episode 2. It's not going to start off, I don't even think the first Percy really did. The first season did, because that was pretty much still establishing who they are.
We got the Cyclops attacking at the end of the first episode in that one where we thought his mom died, though.
No, that was the Minotaur.
Minotaur. That's not even Minotaur, but that was still episode 1.
Yeah, the Minotaur in
It
underwear.
popped off a little bit. There's shenanigans during the race, just even before the birds get through. Like we see Clarisse is pretty cutthroat. Like she's straight off the line, smashes somebody off the chariot, disables their ride so they can't go. But we also see that Annabeth is making good on the information she's received from Chiron when she connected the call, where he's like, yeah, Percy can't win because he can't go because the great prophecy says he can't. And he also can't know that he can't know that he can't go. And you can't call your thing the great prophecy, number one. That's the most tired thing you can call the great prophecy.
You have to remember this was written for...
I know, but still, it's just tired, right? And then it whenever they have these kind of plot beats, like this kind of arc, it always feels like to me it comes out the same way. It's like, we were friends, but now you all of a sudden you can't tell me some shit. And I don't know why you're not telling me nothing. I'm like, dude, it's like the 5th Scream movie or the 6th Scream movie. Like when Sidney Campbell, that's Nev Campbell and Sidney Prescott.
Yes.
Right? When she tells you Ghostface is back, you just believe her. You just know that weird shit has happened. It's like Star Trek. Like, you know, weird shit happens in the universe. So when like Geordi comes onto the bridge and says, Captain, I don't know, I'm seeing shit in 6 dimensions here and everybody's walking backwards, but I'm the only one that can see it. They should arbitrarily just believe him. So I don't know why these kids that have been through the shit they've been through are just like, cool, go do you. I'll be over here. We'll meet up in the middle. Plot. I get it. But I just wish it didn't always read the same way. Like he's all butthurt and running away from home because she wouldn't take him along for the quest. She feels like he feels like she screwed him out of going, which she did, but just keep him safe or whatever. I don't know.
But I think he's thinking that it's a bigger issue, that it's not that
they mentioned that
she was told, like he thought it was because she didn't really want to be around him anymore and stuff like that. He didn't put 2 and 2 together that maybe she was told something.
Right. But that's what I mean. He should, because that already happened. Because he even talks about the prophecy from season 1, where he was like, I was told a friend would betray me. And then even though she had 40 opportunities to do it, she didn't. Well, maybe now is the one. I'm like, no, it's not. Because the track record is you've saved each other's lives 10 times since then.
Yeah, but you never know when they're going to stab you in the back.
No, it's middle grade. Dude, the answer in this is never, because it's not Game of Thrones. It's middle grade, man. Annabeth's never going to screw you over, ever. Neither's Grover. Spoiler alert, I haven't read a page of this series, and I know that intrinsically.
Even though technically Grover did do it the first time, but it was to protect him.
Dude, same thing. Once that happens, you've played that card. You should just believe these two. Some shit don't look right. But you know what I did like in that scene? When Clarisse won the boon and she was naming Annabeth, right?
Mm-hmm.
When Percy stands up and says, you need somebody good in the water, she's about to pick him.
Yeah.
She starts to open her mouth.
Even though she can't stand him.
Fact. Dude, I love that. That singular non-bit of dialogue might have been the best part of that episode for me. Where I'm like, dude, okay, so she is growing. She knows she's the prickish bully. We know that. But she's Camp Badass and everybody else knows that too. But she was still going to make the smart play, which we always said in season 1. These kids make the hero play and the smart play a lot better than the adults do on Disney Plus, and I can appreciate that. I can routinely appreciate that when they do it. And when I caught that facial expression from her, I was like, oh, snap. And then Annabeth's like, no, pick Chris. Pick Chris, though.
No, she said something else, not pick Chris. She said something else to her.
Yeah,
and then she picked Chris because that is who she has a crush on.
Oh, I forgot about that. That's right. Because she got a little laughed at by some scrubs over in the peanut gallery.
Younglings.
Woo! But they're like 19 now, though. So I mean, it's like,
no,
dude, tell me that
those were still young because they were just
tell me that
background extras.
Dude, they were. But that dude playing Chris is 22. Fact. He's got to be. He's huge. Dude's built. There ain't no way he's 10. When this show started, these kids were like 8. They were like Harry Potter book 1, movie 1, 8. You know, now Percy Jackson like 6'2". Dude, he's got that one scene where he's reaching into the water to like summon his dad, fucking rocking the bicep vein. I'm like, wait a minute, what the hell happened here? This kid was 10 minutes ago.
Actually, they were like 14, 15 in the first.
Were they?
Yeah. They're like
Dude, I don't know.
8th grade. They were like 7th,
Bro,
8th graders in the first
These
one.
kids have Hollywood aged up then in the 18-month gap between these 2 seasons, man. They get that Hollywood.
They have
age
the
up.
other movies they have to like, and maybe he had to get buff for one of
Gotta
his
get
other
jacked.
roles.
Yeah.
I mean, look at
He was in
Paul
something
Rudd.
else
He's
in
a
the States.
comedian, but he had a six-pack when he played Ant-Man.
When he played Ant-Man, dude got short. Dude, Paul Rudd, Chris Pratt
Dropped from the fat funny guy into
Captain America.
Yeah.
He could have doubled in. Shit. But anyways, Jackson season 2, right? Percy's gonna go on his quest by himself. He's gonna run away from camp because he thinks he got to go on his own. He's got to run down his own leads because
he did ask his dad's permission though.
Dude, great scene. And when the silhouette came up on the water, I was like, oh snap, are we gonna get like the dad moment that early in the season? No, we didn't. We got a different version. We got Hermes. And I think Hermes is lying to him 100%, because he even says, dude, you're the god of liars and thieves, right?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, but also the other thing and the thing and the thing. And no, your dad said it's cool. Trust me, you can go. No.
And he's like,
no
would he
shot.
send you this gift and this gift?
Yeah, no. My dad hasn't given me anything my entire life. I don't believe it. But I'm pretty sure it's a screw job, because as they make their escape after Tantalus takes a couple of shots and misses and then stomps his feet on the beach instead of snapping the crossbow like a man, Annabeth looks all concerned. She's like, dude, we just broke the law. And I'm like, well, maybe, but also Hermes just told you had your Poseidon's go ahead to do it. And I'm like, no, he didn't. So yeah, no, that's gonna hold. Like they legit broke the law.
No, I think he actually did, and he's going to come to make the save when he comes back to stand his trial.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that being a middle grade book ending, finale-ish kind of thing. I could see that. Cool. But no, it's episode 2, not as good as 1 for me. Effects problems that we talked about, some stilted dialogue, weak acting in places. I'm not sold on Clarisse either, by the way, as a performance. It's not just Annabeth. I think Clarisse is a little, for the limited stuff she has, it's very everything's bully sneer. Like everything so far.
No,
that's all they give her to do.
No, I think that they had 2 moments. The one where she's talking to George when they're getting their chariots ready, and she's like, I always did what I set my sights on, and like she softened. Like you saw a physical softening of this hard, daughter of Ares. You see this softening there.
Yeah, that's fair,
and then she hardens back up when everyone starts like laughing at her.
Yeah.
Like when he goes, can you please just back up a little? Because she got like all up in his personal space.
Dude, she had alpha energy there. I'll give her that.
Yeah.
And then, but she's smart though. So I mean, she can do. I believe she can do more than what they're giving her to do on the basis of that one line she didn't say.
Yeah, and then in that scene, you saw a moment of self-doubt. Like, oh wait, I'm going to do this. Like she was waiting for him to say Percy, and then it was her, and then she was like, she had that moment where she's like, "Oh no, what do I actually do?"
Yeah, she did.
Then you see where she just kind of like pushes that down.
Yeah, she becomes daughter of Ares again. Yeah, for sure.
So she has range, and she's showing it, in the points where she's supposed to, but she has to live up to her reputation that she's already built, because you don't want to lose that, and that's why she's kind of the same, but there are points that are different.
But she must have a lot more to do. I mean, given that we're going on like 2 quest storylines now going forward
for the same thing,
foreseeable future for the same thing, she must have more to do in this season than she did in season 1, which was basically just be the bully and be like the ongoing thorn in the side, but like not have any major impact on Percy's decision making, the end, like the outcome of the season or anything like this. It'll be interesting to see where she goes.
I think they all meet up towards the end.
They'll meet up on the island. They have to.
Yeah. They're going to the same place.
Right. So they got 2 questing groups. It'll be interesting to see what they do with the Chris character, because he's brand new. It'll be interesting to see how they introduce, or they get Grover, like which group meets him first, finds him first, does whatever, because he's basically out there literally out on an island by himself. It'll be interesting to see what they do there. I'd like for them to bring back Hades, the character. He was great in season 1. I thought that guy was great.
I know not Hades. I know Ares, he's in it because he was talked about being filmed. So I know.
I want Edge back too. But I remember when we got to Hades' palace in the underworld in season 1, I was like, dude, the design here is dope and the performance is awesome. Like he was cold. I loved him. That was a great little turn there in like 1.5 episodes that the dude got. So yeah, I'm interested to see more. It's fun.
By the way, if any AEW fans are watching, I know it's Adam Copeland now, but he'll always be Edge to me.
Calling him Edge, dude. I'm not calling him Dwayne Johnson either. It's the fucking Rock. Get over yourselves, guys. I'm just playing. We love you guys. But yeah, no, we're gonna watch more of this. It's like it's not enough to put me off, but I think one of the things I realized is that it's not structurally sound as Harry Potter is, and I got to make that distinction from in my head going forward. Like everything about Hogwarts is interesting. It feels like it was put there with purpose. Things make sense, even though it's whimsical and fantastical. Like, tell me that if the shield went down around Hogwarts, like 15 professors don't just go wands up and start blasting shit. We saw them do that. Like the barrier goes down in the chariot race and fucking people do nothing. And
well,
then like
they were also there unarmed.
Dude, they're gods, bro. Tantalus should have been throwing down. Mr. D should have been throwing down.
Well, we saw the true
yeah.
Well, you're talking about the god of wine and the king who can't eat.
Bro, it's the god of wine, the king that can't eat, and then there's also every little comma of what they're also the god of after that. In every game ever for all time.
That is all he is. He's only the god of wine.
He's got some other shit in there. He's got to have some other shit in there. And even still, it's still Rafi. And he sounds like Rafi. Let him do Rafi.
Maybe the god of bad decisions.
Maybe.
I mean, it goes with wine.
He's all right. But Tantalus got a spear. Do something. Just fight. I just see people fighting imaginary birds for like 10 minutes. And then, dude, I got to do it. Sorry. Mini crash coming through. Right? You're telling me that this whole attack from the super dangerous birds is going on. And A, not only do other monsters not know that and come breach the thing, but also B, Percy and 3 of his friends have time to leave the track, get back on campus, get up in the office, find the thing, bring the music back down, and then go all John Cusack with the thing to save the day. They had that kind of time. Dude, I don't know how big the college you went to was, but seriously, to get from the track to any administrative building anywhere on my campus would have been a 45-minute walk round trip. Okay. Everybody's dead.
Okay, 2 points here. One,
here we go.
The college I went to is right here at my desk.
Okay, but not
100% on 3 college degrees, 100% online.
The high school you went to would have been a 45-minute round trip.
This isn't a college. This is a summer camp.
It had an administrative building. Where else do you think he got that office from? Or where else do you think that office was at?
Which was, if you saw from the track, when they showed him the track and in episode 1, it was right there next to it.
Dude, no. Every inch is 200 yards on that map.
No,
it was this far apart. Dude, it was a long walk and they still didn't know what they were going to get.
They never told you the scale, but it was right there.
Bottom left-hand corner, it was there. It's a long walk, dude. Long walk. But anyway.
No, you want it to be a long walk because you don't want it to make sense.
Dude, it just didn't. It was stupid. And again, where are the adults? Well, why is nobody shooting at birds? Seriously,
there are 2 adults there and the rest are kids.
It seems to me staffing regulations need to be addressed at this camp. Where are the senior counselors? Where's Mrs. Voorhees? Dude, Mrs. Voorhees is going to roll in here any minute and end this show. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. This is dereliction of duty over there.
And then once again, this show is based off a book written for the age group of 10 to 13.
Just because it's written for kids doesn't mean it should be stupid. But also, we don't know. I don't remember. But you haven't read the book in a hot minute. Does it go down like that in the book? I don't know. There's probably not any missing adults, though, to be fair. And on page 37, it says the support staff showed up with machine guns and shot the birds, and they cut that out of the show. Son of a bitch.
And 2, they're at a 3. I'm here thinking like Mike Tyson. Now I'm about to say D. In point 3, they're at a sporting event. Who carries weapons with them at a sporting event in a secure area? Well, technically, you're not supposed to because you're not supposed to have them at sporting events.
Dude, I was just stretching. I don't know nothing about that. But anyway, I'm just saying, dude, I think intentionally, I think exactly what you just said is right. I think this book is written in a way that it's supposed to make it mega accessible to its targeted reading group. And I think maybe there is a higher barrier of entry to Harry Potter. Like the books, they're a little bit longer. I think they do probably require a little bit more grounding and reasoning because it just feels like
they're about 70 pages more. At least the first couple.
We were saying that before the show. We were saying that there's definitely more to them. But I just feel like everything in that world mimics close enough to the real world that I grew up in that it makes sense. Here I'm like, wait, there's only one grown up. And then the shield literally, so we know the shield's broken. The adults don't care, right? Then we get attacked through the shields, and the adults like, nothing to see here. We're cool, except for a week. Then run for your lives. I'm like, okay.
I thought that was a good line. I thought
it was all about dude. That dude's funny. He's probably the best thing about this season so far, especially him and Rafi. They're funny. They work, right? But then I'm thinking to myself, right? If this is only a summer camp, where do all 200 of these kids go year round when they told me in season 1 their lives are in constant danger of monsters? How do they survive? How is this the backbone, the foundation of this story world? When the kids leave Hogwarts at the end of the school year, they just go back to the normie world and are perfectly fine.
And how do CIA spies survive where they live?
10-year-old demigod kid with no powers or guns.
Well, not all CIA people are Jack Reacher. Some CIA guys look like me.
And all those CIA
and
guys
overweight and out of shape.
This is Agent King Z requesting immediate support at my home.
Okay, first off, you already made a mistake because you used a public phone to make a secure phone call.
This could be the encrypted phone of the burner. You don't know.
There's no such thing as an encrypted cell phone. Oh, please don't even go there.
I'm just saying, they're kids. They should all be dead. The story world really just doesn't hold up to scrutiny. But I'm gonna let it slide because I enjoy the kids. I like where they're going. I think they're gonna make some hero plays like they did in season 1, and it'll be okay.
It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. It's going to be great.
It's fine. It's fine. This is fine. Fire. Fire's growing everywhere. It's really not.
A collapsed barrier. A collapsed barrier.
Looking at you, Derry. Looking at you. That was a good episode. Get us out.
Yeah. All right. Everybody, that is episode 1 and 2 of Percy Jackson. I hope you enjoyed our review as much as we enjoyed the show. If you liked it, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. It does help us out and get this out to other people. If you do enjoy what we're doing, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our content. And right now, we have a membership program going on. And if you are one of the first 10, you get a special gift that I will mail to you once you give me your address after becoming one of our initial 10 members. All right. Well, that does it for me. Winter Wolf, do you got anything?
Drive safe, everybody. That's all I got. See ya.